Alright, this is what everybody's been waiting for, what this thing is under here. After we saw the demise of the blue FD.
You got one good wheel?
Yeah, I got one good wheel. You just toss that out and everything. It was sad. I mean, I was kind of heartbroken about it, but I knew that I was waiting for another project at the same time too, and I kept bugging my buddy about this one. He had this one for 5, 6 years, 7 years. I forgot how long, and he just never used it. Just sat. It's kind of sad, but you know. But I've been bugging for this from this card, and I think this is like the proper FD to use for the blue one, because you know the blue one was wow. I love that thing. We all love that thing. It was doing great. Everybody, you know, participated in making their votes of what make it look good, and you know, and your votes mattered and everything. So that's why it looks so great, because you guys knew what you wanted. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this car. You know, gonna share it with you, the build up, and how we're gonna work on it. So I guess we'll just go ahead and open her up a bit. Well, it does have a lip, like a 99 front. Yep, it does have 99 front signals and everything. Still has its pop-ups. Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom really quick, so give me 1 second. Okay, so excited. I know, so am I. To finally show it to you guys and everything, so here we go. So, yep. Okay, here she is. She does need some TLC. But let's talk about her really quick. What she had. When I went around the car and so forth, the bumper's kind of cracked. You know, the paint's really pretty bad. Looks like someone bumped into it and bent it down. So I'm gonna change out the bumper and everything like that. I'm gonna take the old lip I had from the blue car, you know, from the pretty blue 7, and put it on that bumper. I'm changing out the signal lights. I'm gonna get some car shop glow signal lights. I'm gonna paint these carbon fiber lids. I have some extra lids from my old FD. I'm gonna put this back to red. What's cool about this hood though, I mean, like it's in great condition. I guess because they haven't really used the hood that much, so you know, I like the hood. But if you look over here, I have another hood, and I'm gonna get this redone, and I'm gonna get this painted into the same color of the red for the Phoenix7 as well too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this painted red and everything. You can probably see the other rims I used to have too. I'm gonna get these redone, so match it up with the car. So let's go back to the car really quick. So you can see it needs some work. Paint's faded here. This thing really needs to be cleaned up. It's been sitting for a couple years from when my friend had it and so forth. The Advans actually look pretty good still, but I'm probably not gonna use these Advans. I want something a little bit more aggressive. I'm gonna lower the car a little bit more too. Now let's go to the back. Or actually, you know, if you see in the hood on the roof here, you can see it's oxidized a bit. So I'm gonna have my you know, Grandmasters come over here, you know, Uriel, and he'll show you his magic of taking care of this car. I'm hoping when it comes here later on, it's gonna make it look like, you know, brand new again. Then if you look at the rear, the spoiler came off. You know, you can see the parts of the spoiler. I'm gonna be putting a 99 spec spoiler on here again with a Odula center or Auto XC center with carbon ends. And still has the Texas plate, so I'm gonna change that out. It's gonna be a different, you know, registration after I'm done with it. It has the street diffusers, which is really nice, but I'm gonna go back to the Pro diffuser, the ones I like the most too. And just going around, you can see still, you know, it needs some paint, has some paint oxidation and everything. Okay, and so let's go look a little bit inside and see what this thing has. The doors work great. That's a plus, so I'm happy about that. But if you look here, it has actually carbon fiber door panels. And it's not vinyl, it's actually real carbon fiber, so I'm really impressed with that. You know, so that's great. The map lid, I'm gonna put this thing back to the map what it was before. And if you look inside, it's pretty much, they had a carbon center. The seats, our carbon fiber in the back, black, all black interior, which is really nice. Black, he even has the speakers. And let's see, it still fits like I should. They upgraded the, looks like they upgraded the stereo. Still the stock 93. This is the 93, you can tell, because it doesn't have the passenger airbag. It doesn't have the passenger airbag right here. So it's a 93. They have the stock steering wheel, so I'm gonna put this with probably a Nardi Personal. What else? But everything is complete, you know, for a 93 that's been sitting for a while, that's been, you know, a different state, and no one really touches it. This car hasn't been driven, from what I remember, from who had this, my buddy Danny, who had this car before. He didn't really drive it that much. You know, it's complete. That's the big thing. Let's go look at the trunk, see what's in there. And the trunk is complete. Here's the center piece and the bars, and you can see the seats are like from both sides. They're both, you can see they're both carbon fiber. Oh, it doesn't have the jack. It doesn't have those little styrofoam panels that are inside and everything. And I can tell it doesn't have the spare either. But everything is there. And look at it holds. So that's a big plus right there. I wonder if it holds the spoiler when it gets on too. It just needs some tender love and care. That's all. It just needs some work. Now I bet you everybody is wondering, what's this guy sound like? Let's turn it on and let's find out. This car actually starts up, and well, I had this car towed here from all the way down in Southern California, and so we're gonna give it a start. And of course, this is the Mustang key, so we're gonna put this here, and we're gonna try to start it up with this. All right, here we go. Okay, that doesn't sound right, does it? Yeah. Some people that definitely doesn't sound right for a rotary engine, because this thing isn't. So I'll give you some history about this car. Let's go into the hood. I'm gonna pop this open really quick. So let's check what's under this thing. All right. So if you look what's under it, it's definitely not a rotary. Actually, well, what's cool about this is my brother cleaned it up. It was really dirty when I first got this. My brother came over and gave it the dealership treatment to clean up the engine really quick, and she showed me the trick on that one. So this one is an LS1. It's an LS1 from a 2002 Corvette, and what's crazy is this thing only has 30,000 miles on the motor. The Corvette the donor Corvette was hitting the rear, and so they just took everything from that. It has a T56 transmission. It has a 8.8 diff, so it's a pretty strong diff, 6-speed. Really good on gas, and it's a Hinson supercar build. So I'll give you a little history of what that is. I'm going to set off the car. So go ahead and take a look with me, or come with me if you like. We're going to shut this thing off. And I know some of you will be pretty pissed that it's not a rotary, but you know, from when I had the blue RX7 and everything, that was a straight rotary. I just wanted to try something different and just see what the feel was. So this car was actually built, and this motor was built by Hinson Supercars in Texas. Yeah, Texas, I think it was. Those guys, you know, are one of the main guys that builds these LS FDs, and well, they really build Corvettes from what I read and so forth. So this engine actually it's an LS1. It's from a Corvette, as you can tell. It's really clean. It's been cammed. It has Patriot heads. It has it still has air conditioning. It still has power steering. So all that's still there. And this is what's funny is it has nitrous setup in this thing. Of course, I'm not going to use that, but I thought that was actually pretty cool. I'm probably going to take this out sometime. It has a line lock, so if you want to do some crazy burnouts, it will lock the front wheels, and you know, you don't have to do the whole clutch and everything, brake and everything like that. It will just automatically do it for you. So that's what a line lock does. But everything else it runs strong. It's unbelievably strong still. And like I said, it only has 30,000 miles on this engine. I mean, the body, when they did the conversion and everything, this body had 60,000, not even 60,000. It was like a lot less than that. And it's good. It's torquey. It feels very different. It feels, coming from the blue FD and then coming to this FD, it feels weird. It feels funny, because when the blue FD, when I used to drive that thing, it takes a while for it to actually get into the band of, you know, of when you get into like 3,000, 3.5, when the turbo kicks in and everything like that, you really feel it. This is like on demand. Right when you get into first gear and right when you take off, it's just torque all the way. And so it feels really different. And you got to take me, I mean, like, I'm back from when I was a kid, my first car was a Trans Am. Right, so I do have history of American cars. Then my next car after that, when I was in college, was a twin turbo Z. So I have my share of imports and everything. So this is kind of like the nifty Hemo hybrid that it's American like me because I was born here, but it's Asian like me because that's my blood. So it's kind of interesting in a way where it just works out. But yeah, I'm hoping that we get this thing cleaned up and get it surprise for you. All right,
basically scratch. I don't know if maybe someone
washing the car, I already could see it from through the dirt and everything.
I don't know if they were laying stuff on top